Hey lads, Andy Dufresne here. Welcome back to another episode of the Shawshank Redemption. And here's my second play analysis video because I am incredibly lazy. So I was recommended by good Josh O'Kitty to include more clips of my deaths to show real mistakes instead of my mistakes when I just win fights, because that's a bit redundant, you know. So I'll be doing more of that. I'll also be including clips just to show some survival games tips in general. They won't be fights. And, you know, I hate introductions, so let's start the video before I waste more time. Here I am being chased by the backflipper. This guy has like 2200 wins, he's insane. I've used F5 before the start of this clip to confirm he is behind me. And so I throw TNT into this little nook where he will very easily see it if he's paying any attention at all, but he won't see it if he's tunnel visioning too hard. Now it would appear that he doesn't actually see it, and he's very close to the TNT when it explodes. Because of this, I choose this time to go in. You can just look at the way this guy uses his rod, and you already know he's a very, very high win player. But I think that he's low enough health to take on, and I have enough confidence in my skill. Then he drinks this soup, and at this point I should have backed up, because I'm not good enough at PvP. I should have backed away and maybe tried to get a finisher with an explosive arrow trick or something. But I keep fighting because at around this time the supply drops here. Sorry, I don't want to miss that. So I continue the fight, and I die. It was not my mistake to fight him after the explosion, because looking at that, he should be roughly at 3 to 5 hearts. It was my mistake to fight him after the soup, because at that point, I know I can't deal with him any longer. This clip will show you how to deal with hackers. So at the start of this fight, I'm evenly trading with this guy, and you can't tell he's actually hacking until he snaps his head and hits his wolf. When you find clear evidence like this that someone's hacking, back out immediately, because even if you feel you're getting more hits on them despite their hacks, you don't know if they have regen or whatever, so that's why I start running here. Here we see the great impact of the fishing rod. I have a rod and this guy doesn't, and you can see how many more hits I'm getting. I'm not even using the rod at its full potential. Now he pulls out his bow here, but though it seems pretty quick, he still takes way too long between equipping and firing, because he gave me just enough time to get out of the way, so I just kill him. This is me trying to pull some mad parkour juice, and it actually does end up working out. I get like 2 or 3 good hits on him, but then I undercharge my bow and push the guy away instead of propelling him towards me, which is what I was trying to do, so I lost really big momentum there, probably losing me the fight. Then I hit him with the rod and attempt to take him on in sword combat, but I lost the combo potential because I took too long between the rod hit and sword fight. So he has hilt smash, and I just end up losing that round very badly. Later in the fight here, he comes around and he gets a free hit on me because I'm not paying attention and I'm scared of the border. Eventually, the border pushes me in so far that I just try to MLG sword fight, but when this guy is knight with 1200 wins, I have a very, very small chance, so you know, I just die. Look at how I curve into the cornucopia here to get the chest I want. You might think, you're wasting time by not running in a straight line. Now you might actually be right, because I haven't done extensive speed testing in this or anything, but I do this because I believe it helps block the 2 people to my left who might also be going for the same chest. Here I play this fight incredibly poorly. There were so many things I did wrong. For example, I didn't install hacks to counter this guy. I didn't even disconnect before dying, and most importantly, I actually had faith in the new anti-cheat. What an idiot I am. This is a pretty average day for survival games. You know, I kill a guy who seems to have no idea what he's doing, and then I use 2 experience bottles. At the most technical level, this is indeed a mistake. Unless you're at 0 experience levels, you should save your bottles. I here was at 2 levels, so the bottles gave me technically less experience. When you're at the enchanter and you burn through all your levels, then you have your bottles to use to easily gain more levels, because if you didn't know, it's easier to fill levels at lower levels. Now in teams mode, you have to consider things, because perhaps you want to use your experience bottles right away. So if someone kills you, they don't get your experience bottles and then use that experience to enchant, and then use their enchanted gear to kill your teammates. Never ever be this guy, okay? This TNT I placed was meant to make this guy stop chasing me, but instead he just lets me kill him. Do not run straight into TNT that you can see. There is never any reason for you to die like this. This is a good example of the uses of F5. Without it, I would not have seen this chest. Very poor play by me here. I throw that TNT way too early so he sees it, but that was kind of hard to avoid. Then I jump down, but not quite far enough. I throw another TNT to try to deter him, but it's not a good enough throw, so I die. If I jumped further into the center of the path, he could have not so easily pushed me into the wall. Not much to analyze in this fight, besides that I really suck at rotting, but I decided to throw it into the video because I think my final combo here was rather exceptional.